Howdy, howdy, everybody! Because we can't bring you our regularly scheduled ESL action today, we are going to bring you instead lots of community games all the way through the course of the next hour. We'll see how things go after that. But for now, come and join in the passkey ESL 123. My name is Canifitch, joined by Deedless for today's action. Deedless, do you think the community can step up and provide us with some top quality action?
Well, I don't see why, kind of it. Often I find community members who are extremely good at MC5, so honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get some top quality MC5 action here tonight.
Maybe. Just maybe. Ah, Jen, that's sweet of you. Devil, I scared you because you had your headphones.
Well, to be fair, kind of it does have a scary voice at times.
All the time.
Overtime.
Oh man, it was when my niece and nephews were young. I was really weirded out to discover that actually they didn't like sinister laughter, even when they had no reference for what that would be. It's crazy. Alright, we've got enough people to get us started with, so
Okay.
Let's go. You and me, Issa N and Jen, let's punch each other in the face till we fall over. And Jen, I do appreciate you pimping the stream. Very cool. Hey, Issa N. Hey, in the chat as well. Guys over on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, come and join us. ESL 123 will be running continuous community games all the way through the stream today. And hopefully you guys will come along, join us, make a few friends, shoot a few other friends.
And generally just have a jolly good time while shooting each other.
Oh,
That's my definition of a good time.
Whoop. Hello!
Well,
I heard that shot. I heard it.
you know, my definition of a good time is also watching Counterfeit get shot.
Well, then you're in for a glorious time indeed.
Hey. So, what have you been up to today, Counterfeit?
Well, today... let's switch across to Brabson. Today I've been just having a nice relaxing day, watching some One Punch Man. And... oh, gosh. Getting shot from the front and behind at the same time. Hey, Corona Vincente over on Facebook. Come and join us. We're doing loads of community games today. Do let us know about you guys' days as well. Have you been having a good day so far, or is it just going to be good from here?
Well, obviously everyone's been looking forward to today, Counterfeit. But I'm sure everyone has had a good day. It is a fine Sunday after all.
Oh, never mind. Hey, Mango YouTube, welcome to the stream. Come and join us. I think we got a good amount of folks. Yeah, we've got like 8 people playing. Good stuff.
Well, we would love a few more guys. So, like, of course, 8 is a fine number, but the more the merrier. So, obviously, join up. ESL 123. And the platform is on iOS.
Oh, Devil X. You scallywag. Care Magnet, you woke up to the notification sound of the stream. Oh, I'm sorry we disturbed you, but I hope you'll come along and at least make good use of the time. Thank you for dropping by the stream. I've never seen someone... well, I suppose you don't really tend to see it from the point of view. I've never seen someone scope over over the side that way. I think it's probably not a good idea, more than nothing else. Oh boy, I really need some warming up here. Ugh. Over the hill and far away. I'm hoping at some point soon that the track will make it into ESL. I haven't seen anyone talking about it. Guys, is the tracker considered to be OP at the moment? I don't know. I know people didn't like, just generally don't like new things, which is understandable. But I have no idea if... I think this is the only weapon I'm using right now that Tier 6 is considered to be particularly strong. But I could be wrong about that. Let us know, guys. Hey, Ahmed Al-Alawadi? I make a rough guess. Welcome to the stream. Alright, we got a woof. Go on, woof.
Shoot them down, kind of it.
Oh no! Woof. You're the worst.
Shoot them down.
Hey, Hero Gaming Simon, our wonderful moderator. I did forget to say thank you to you yesterday. So,
Yeah.
please accept my thanks now.
How are you doing, Hero Gamer Simon? I am, personally, I'm doing quite well.
Ugh. That was an unfortunate time for Jen to come around the corner.
Oh, that is the very golden shotgun kind of it.
It is. It's the DBS gold-plated. Unfortunately. Oh, I was going to say it doesn't improve my aim, but maybe it does.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. Well, that's 2 kills out of nowhere, man. I think it is definitely improving your aim.
I think one of the things which I've always got to work on is I don't lead my shots enough, so I end up just consistently, I would hit people, but I just always go right behind them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, almost got that guy. Hey, it's Jen.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that you're doing great, Hero Gamer Simon. So, kind of it, I've been up to, well, today I've been baking all day.
Ah,
So
what have you been baking?
a ciabatta.
Oh,
I think that's how you pronounce it. Ciabatta bread.
yeah, I'm not sure.
But I made like a double portion of it, so I have a bunch of bread right now. I have probably more than what I can eat in a week. So I probably have like 2 or 3 weeks of bread right now.
Nice. Also, I'd like to point out that Issa managed to get a EMP in a free-for-all, which is absolutely ludicrous because you'd have to just never die.
Oh, I love Devil X in the chat right now saying, wow, counterfeit with OP DBS.
You see,
Yeah,
as
I'm
much
quite
as
surprised as well, Devil X, to see counterfeit doing so well.
you see, as much as Steelers thrives in only abusive interactions, there was a time in which I did well with the DBS. But hey, guys, let's get you all back out onto stream once again. Actually, you see, guys,
You see what now?
Hero Gaming Simon, I'd ask for your help here. So, I've tried to tame the beast that is Deedless, but he would not let up. So, anytime you hear Deedless being rude,
Wait, rude? I'm never rude, man.
then I would ask you to post into the chat, bad Deedless, smack on the nose with a newspaper. Thank you guys for your cooperation.
That didn't rhyme at all.
Oh, that's true. It would have been better if it had rhymed.
Yeah.
Issa N needs a golden DBS. Well, I'm afraid only the cool kids get golden DBSs or something.
But I'm a cool kid. Can I have a golden DBS?
No.
Oh no! Why you be like this? I'm such a cool kid, bro.
Hey, Nidas Gregutus. Well, thanks for dropping by, and thank you for the sub as well. We'll be doing MC5 streams. This is our last one for this weekend, but next weekend we're going to have tons of them as well. So I hope you are ready for all the MC5 you can handle. There's pretty much competitions at any time of day, whatever time zone you were in, over the course of any given weekend. So I hope it fits in with your schedule. Issa N thinks they're cool too. Well, oh man, we are getting a lot of people in today. Alright, I'll throw out one more invite because I think we might actually be able to fill this one up. Good job, guys. Devil X, maybe counterfeit will destroy us as well. Maybe. It's a firm maybe. Alright, let's get this started.
Well, honestly, I would be scared of counterfeit.
I'm scared of me too. I'm the most terrifying thing on 8 legs.
On 8 legs?
That's right, I'm part octopus.
Oh. Interesting.
Alright.
I did not know.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's Wilson's not team.
Wow. Do you kill your own team?
I'll kill anyone who gets in my way.
You're not a very nice guy.
Ugh. Jeez. What's with all these grenades?
Well, you know what kind of it. Apparently you get in people's way as well.
Hmm?
Yeah, since you run into their grenades, I must assume that you get into their way. Or in their way, rather.
Oh, well, I think that's exactly where they wanted me to be.
You sure?
Yeah, getting in someone's way is to, to stand in, like if you stand in front of someone when they're trying to go somewhere. Whereas I think that person wanted me to go there entirely. You know, Counterfeit is a bot when he tries to kill his teammate. Oh man. I'm gonna get a refund on this bot.
Counterfeit is a bot. Well, I think he plays a bit better than a bot.
I'll show you. Alright, I think... Let's try the tracker. Alright, we'll try to use the map a bit more as well. Let's switch across to the shotgun on this one as well. But, man, it's tough. I think I need to be working on my approach more than I do anything else, because I think I'm putting myself in positions where I just couldn't possibly get a kill. Jeez! Man! Jen, what a monster! Anita, you feel poor watching pros do a battle. Well, to be fair, I've got the best equipment I could have, and it's still not making any difference at all. So there's definitely at least a degree of skill.
Peter, remember to aim down your sights, my man.
Well, I did do it by the end.
That is not enough. You need to do it all the time. I can't quite figure out, is it your team or the opponents who are winning? You're on the blue team, right?
No.
Wait, you're not?
Correct.
It's so weird because your opponents show up as red on the minimap.
Yeah, it is a bit confusing, but I think it's a decent trade-off in that it's consistent at least. Otherwise, you'd have to sort of mentally swap constantly. But yes, we were the red team, they were the blues, though they showed up on the red of the map, but we did not see them as blues. How confusing. Stress pose TV. I'm assuming it's not the same stress from the Victory of Lords, maybe it is, I don't know. But, bonjour. Uh-oh, I hear the sounds of my nieces and nephews turning up.
Guten Tag.
Let me just get another game started, and then I'll go close my door before they start charging in. You can already hear them. Devlex, when you see a counterfeit on the battlefield, you're obliged to run away. I agree. Man, I didn't play very well in that last game. Let's see. Let's go for museum. It's a good try. And okay, let's stick with the same stuff. So I'm going to do this one as a spectated game just because I need to pop away for a second.
Save your room from your nieces and nephews.
Yes.
How many nieces and nephews do you have? 2
nieces, 2 nephews.
Oh, wow.
And they're all very precocious. Alright, it's an N. First to the field. Need us? I appreciate you saying we don't need to say your whole name because I think probably making a complete mess of it. But need us? Hopefully, am I saying need us right at least? Is it like, is that saying it right or is it need us or anything like that?
I think it's probably need us.
I think so.
It sounds, or at least that's how I would pronounce it. If I had to pronounce it.
6v6 is doing lags, Devil X. Oh, that's bad news. Huh. I guess probably that's why they have the Battle Royale mode limited. But wow, we are getting a lot of people in here. Jeez.
Nice. Perhaps we should try a Battle Royale game later on.
Yeah, if people are up for it. Certainly seems like we've got more people than we can fit into this game. That's right, guys. We'll take a short break, but we'll come back in just a second. I'm just going to secure my domicile, and then we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Well, that was extremely one-sided and rather short, all the same. But alright, so because we've got a lot of people here today, we're going to give it a try on the old Battle Royale. Because we've got that custom game now, and we can do this spectating by hopping around. We'll see if we can get enough people in, like, you know, about 15, 20 or so. I think we can have a meaningful one. Of course, we've got Hellfire's Community Battle Royale Tournament, which I'm assuming will be with the full lobby. So ESL 1, 2, 3. Nidus. Okay, I think it's Nidus. I was saying like Nadus.
Yeah, Nidus.
We need us some Nidus. Come and join the game.
Nidus, which country are you from? That might help us like pinpoint how to pronounce your name. Are you setting up the Battle Royale game, kind of it?
Yeah, I've got a screenshot, you know.
Nice.
Alright, we got Darren, we got Woosus, we got Jen, all your favourites. But who's gonna come and show us your skills? Come and become a big name, and then, and only then, will you get access to those big teams. Whew. Of course, well, I guess we'll see by the people who turn up whether or not folks are up for Battle Royale. Oh, maybe they are. We are getting some more people coming in. Oh, it's quite a task to fill up a 60-person lobby. It really puts me back in minds of playing other Battle Royale games. Just, it's crazy to try and get that many people doing anything at any given time. Welcome, Blair. I love that someone came to join the lobby just to talk crap about it. Brilliant.
Well, at least people are joining up. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's like it may end up in the. I still kind of want to get the whole thing going on where we can, you know, get a party of people, like a big party, to come and join just another game. Because, yeah, this is probably quite limited for a. I mean, I could join it myself, but then we can't really see what's going on because we'll just be, yeah, we've only got one person's live view.
But yeah, perhaps if we do get some future tournaments, then the spectator client could actually get more love.
Oh, I hope it will. I've certainly got some ideas. All right, let's get this one started because otherwise I think we're not getting too many more players coming in. So a 6-person battle royale, 10 times less than we would hope for. But hey, hope that you guys will still be able to fill up this battle royale battlefield with 10 times as much action as we normally would expect.
10 times? How about 100 times?
Well, there's only a capacity for 60.
Well, what about 60 times then?
Still too early.
No.
I think you guys can still come and join with the passkey ESL 123. Florian Worm, welcome. If you rush, you can come and sneak into this battle royale. We're just having a bit of a mess around. This is the new spectator mode, which has just come in as of update 30, which is a pretty big deal because it allows for community battle royale tournaments. So that should be fun. And I think, well, hopefully, we've got the community one coming up, which is going to be, I believe, this coming Friday. Let's see, what's the date on that one? 13th? 14th? 13th. But there should be, I'd imagine, maybe once the Battle Royale spectators is a little bit more developed, some official ones as well with the game loss support.
Hopefully there will be. At least I'm crossing my fingers. I would love to see Battle Royale, actual Battle Royale tournaments. hell, in the future, I hope we get Battle Royale tournaments where you can actually play as a team.
I'm certain that'll happen. I mean, that's already been a discussed thing to have people playing as duos. I think with this, well, this is like, this is smaller than PUBG because we've got 60 people rather than 100. I don't know, does PUBG vary by map? How many people are max?
Nope.
Okay. I think maybe trios.
Not as far as I know, of course. So take it with a grain of salt.
Alright, so it looks like everyone's spawned at the Institute, which is kind of what we're hoping for. Is that, I suppose people, that's the thing, people could see where everyone else was spawning in while they were spawning. So I think they've taken the opportunity to all be near one another. So it's a little bit tricky to follow when people are fighting because the map is a bit zoomed out. Let's just ask about that. Zoomed Battle Royale map. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of a nice option to have a kind of more of a close up. Though I'm not sure how we toggle between them. All right, so we've got Darren and we've got RIP, both with kills of their own. It looks like End has run off to other, perhaps more profitable clients. Darren already down to very low health, has got some armor and a decent red 34 rifle. But I think, if anything, if they've not got the health packs to be able to regen, should probably get out of there, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Yep. Health packs in Battle Royale is very important kind of it, but I do think one of the most important resources that you can find in the Battle Royale game in MC5 is those speed boosts. They really allow you to get around the map real fast, and honestly, when you are able to rotate around so fast, it means a lot to what you're able to actually do in a game.
Darren is really hurting. Hasn't managed to find any health packs so far. Is still sticking around on nearly no health at all. See, End, who broke away to go for a loot run outside the Institute, has now come back again with a pretty hefty imp rifle. In fact, an A6 rifle, which they'll switch across for a Bosk as well. Makes a lot of sense. Has got an enemy just the other side, perhaps doesn't realize it. Firing off their weapon there. That was a bad move because they are about to come into contact with the enemy, and that's exactly what they'll be doing. They will have to fight. Who's it going to be against? I have to ask for the name tags to get turned off for this because it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. It looks like it's a player with... it's RIP who has lived up to the name, but wait a second. It was Darren who got that kill from far away.
Darren is a part of the game.
Man. Alright, so Darren's got 3 kills. New Gen is coming in with the E24 sniper rifle. That's pretty solid. We'll have to see what that other weapon is. Darren has proven to be very effective from long range, though he's running around with a Bosk at the moment, which I think is being used just for that extra bit of movement speed.
Ooh, was that not an imp?
Oh yes, no, Darren's got the imp for sure.
Yes, Darren. I think the imp is probably the strongest weapon you can find in Battle Royale. It simply deals too much damage. It's a one-shot, one-kill, even if you have level 3 armor. So I think that is the weapon that everyone would like to get.
And need us know there isn't a level limit for Battle Royale. That's why it's one of my favorite game modes, because no matter what you're playing from, if you're completely new to MC5, you can play Battle Royale, and oh, there we go, Darren wins. You can play Battle Royale exactly the same as anyone else can. So Darren dominating with those 4 kills. RIP getting one of their own. I'm sure someone else got one. It might have just been Darren, I suppose. But well done. You guys managed to figure out a 6-person Battle Royale pretty well. It effectively works out like we were talking about before, with a more limited area to play in. Alright, dealers, what kind of community game shall we do next?
Let's go for Rush.
Ooh, alright.
Sorry, no, I meant Cargo. But we can do Rush as well. Let's do Rush now and then Cargo afterwards.
Alright, so if you guys aren't familiar with this, Rush is a mode which is probably most similar to more tactical shooters like Counter-Strike. In that you've only got 1 life to play with and you're trying to control a central objective. So, what's a good Rush map?
I think something like Overtime would probably be good.
I don't know if I've ever seen Rush in Overtime. Let's give it a try. So guys, so there's Intel, which is basically your currency, which you can use to buy upgrades. You can get there is a central point you can control which will give you more currency, and if you control that central point when the timer runs out, then you will win the match automatically. Of course, an alternative way is just to kill all of the opposing team. But yeah, we used to have this as the tiebreaker. Rush. I actually really liked it as a tiebreaker. I thought it was really cool because it just was very different than the regular game.
It definitely brought something else to the table. And I think we could definitely have a different game mode as the tiebreaker.
Well, yeah, I think the reason why Rush was chosen is because it can't end in a draw. At least I don't believe so. No, sorry, I can't remember. It's been such a long time. I think it's because it's got a mechanic to try and force there not to be a draw, which is the central area control. But it's also, I believe, got a actual draw mechanic in that if nobody's got control when the time runs out, I think it just ends and they play over again. But I'm not certain. We will need a lot of people in here to start though, because this is a kind of one of the reasons why it was played as a tiebreaker is because it's a very round by round thing. So we need to have people in here.
Okay. Yeah. Well, join up, ladies and gentlemen. The more the merrier.
You just, you don't necessarily have to do the tutorial again if you're coming through on a new platform. On some of them, you can skip the tutorial, and that'll save you a lot of time. I think that's not the case for all of them, but I don't know. ESL 1, 2, 3. All right, I guess we'll see if we can start with a 3 versus 3 since people are jumping around the place. Ali Passar. Let's see if we can find you a buddy. I think it might see some people in the global chat finishing up their previous game, so hopefully they'll all come and join us. Hopefully.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, ESL 1, 2, 3 on the iOS platform. Join up now, or else you can also let us know which game mode we should play next up. So it's all about you guys today. So if you are active, then you get a say in what we're doing on the stream.
All right, we're gonna try and start this as a 3 versus 3. There we go. Nidus, you can still 8 or 4. All right, Nidus, just come and join in the game when you can. Use the pass key. When you come to the custom games, there should be a pass key section. Just type in there and get started. So again, so there's some different UI for this mode. You've got up here, we've got all the people who are left alive as little filled in sort of triangles, and you've got it's actually got a score tracker at the top. So once a game is won, or rather a round of the game is won, then one of those colours will get filled in. Fill in 3 of them, and you will win. So it's almost like a little best of 7 in of itself. Alright, so we got a 4v4, that's pretty good. So here we go, Christopher's found the relay. So controlling this relay will win you the game once the time runs out, but Devil X, of course, will be trying to cover that. Once the relay turns a certain colour, it will be getting intel for that team as well before the game even ends. So it's a valuable resource to hit up on, and it looks like blue team are in a lot of trouble. They've already gotten stripped down to 1 remaining member. Only L will at least get the snipe off, and that's significant because if you get taken out, you do not carry your power-ups into the next round.
Okay, so that's 1 round down to the red team. So they are up absolutely on top of everything right now. Anil gets a good kill right there, so that's a good start for the blue team. Now it's an even game, 4 versus 4.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Anil managing to pick up the one as the sole survivor from last time round. As in the middle, Devil X and the red team are dancing, so if the red team get wiped out here, they'll lose all of the upgrades they got from round number 1. And of course, for actually winning the round, looks like nobody's going to go for the central control point because it's pretty risky. It does send a notification to the other team that is what's happening. So Jen, though, I think is not even going to try. Running away, 2-0 so far, unblemished with that cock.
Oh yeah, as Jen right here, you would prefer to try and see if you can find some picture. Just trying to run around, see if you can find someone out of position. Might just find someone right there. But obviously everyone is just coming in here now, trying to get onto Jen, making it a 1 versus 3.
O'Neill is right next to a briefcase drop, so that's another way to get intel, those upgrade points. Pick up the briefcases that will appear around the map. I don't know if Christopher's going to kind of know what's going on there. There we go. Going to go in for the capture, but before that can even happen, the round is over. So, capturing, again, that's one of the reasons why it makes a good tiebreaker, is it kind of forces the opposing team to do something, which a lot of the time would not be the case. Hey, there we go. It's... is that supposed to be Boris? I'm not sure. 8 or E4 from the stream. Welcome, welcome.
I think E4. Oh, if we're talking the lead alphabet, I don't think A4 is an A.
Yes, it doesn't really read as
So,
Boris, but that's the closest
Boria.
I can look up to a name. Jen doing a bit of dancing in the close quarters. O'Neill going to be coming up, going to use that Marager pistol. Instead, though, finishing off with a melee kill as Devil X, the last one standing 1 versus 2, but has got 4 kills so far. Time is running out, so I guess we'll get to see what happens when the time does elapse. I could well be wrong, it may not just go straight to a draw. Assad coming around the side. O'Neill is going to go for the direct approach.
Well, this time around, the red team are having troubles once again. It seems like that they are the ones that really need to try and figure out how to win this game, because they won the first round, but after that they've been losing. But oh, Devil X on fire.
Now it's Assad all by themselves. They thought the blue team did, that they were in the advantage. Now 2 ships passing the night on different floors from one another. If Assad goes into that circle, it will immediately notify Devil X of where they are. Both of them just above and below one another. I think there was a tag on the capture there, so Devil X is going to make the move, looking for who set it off. Will not be fooled by the decoy, and red team will pick up the second of the 3 necessary games.
1 more to go, Counterfeit. 1 more. And then we'll see who will be the victors. In 1 minute and 50 seconds, it might just be the red team.
Alright, we'll follow our new friend Boreas. Boria? Yeah, let's go Boria.
Boria.
So blue team, they've got the numbers advantage, one of the red team members leaving the game. But Darren is covering from up on high. Of course, remember guys, there's no respawning in a given round. That's what makes this one considerably more tactical. Actually, I'd love to see Rush particularly done with... Now we've got smoke grenades and things like that. I think it could be a very different experience from before.
Yeah, I certainly think it could be the same thing, kind of it. If you just slow down things and you have a team that's willing to try and make more of a slow tactical approach, then I think it certainly could be the case. But with that being said, MC5 is very fast-paced, so I think smoke grenades would mainly be used as a way to block off a retake from the intel.
Yeah, I mean, these are the possibilities that are there as Darren moves in. Last point for the red team. 2 versus 1. They make it happen. And they lock down the point. Diego Henry, 62. So full of passion. Love it. Alright, so. Yes, Ninas, you were on blue. Alright, well, let's set up a cargo game you mentioned before. So guys, if you'd like to come and join ESL123, they'll stay the same all the way through the stream today. Dealers, which map would you like to have cargo on?
I think it should be... How about construction site? I think construction site has plenty of levels that could make it interesting to watch.
Nidus, we could definitely do a team deathmatch after the cargo, for sure. So we're planning on about a running time of about an hour today. So we're coming up on just past 40 minutes. of our community stream, so do come and join us. This time round, I might even join in with the stuff myself. Team Deathmatch is your favourite, Nidus, or is it Cargo your favourite? I like to think that someone somewhere has Cargo as their favourite mode.
Surely. Well, I like Cargo quite a lot.
I generally think, well, you know, if we're talking about other games which have sort of similar concepts at play, Cargo, you know, it's the moving of an objective along rails, and both teams trying to do the best they can. Again, it would be a very good sort of variety game mode to play as a tiebreaker. If any of you guys have played Overwatch, or I think that's probably the only other game which makes use of a similar kind of game type, then you know kind of what's going on here. Both teams trying to push along as far as they can on their go, and then the other team does the same. Yes, today we are playing on iOS today. So we've already done our PC and Android streams this weekend, though I believe we'll probably... I'll have a check for next weekend. I think we're going to have PC and Android streams then as well. Let's see. Yes, we will. So I'll post into the chat when our next streams will be. Alright, we'll try and get one more person and then we'll get this one started. Now, my thoughts coming into Cargo on the construction site is it really depends on where the cargo starts and ends, because the outside is super exposed.
Mm-hmm.
So if it starts there, I can see people really struggling to get anywhere. Devil X, we're obliged to encounter if it is with me. Well, I was, but then he just went away again.
Well, you know what, kind of it. I think it really depends on how the start of the game pans out for a team as well. Because I think Cargo and like those kind of game modes in general are very momentum based. So if you manage to get ahead early on and really push it far, kill a lot of people, then you should be able to get inside. But if you aren't really able to make those fast-paced fights happen, you aren't able to really slay a lot of people early on and really gain control over the map, then you're not going to get anywhere. You need to kill more than one member at a time in order to really get that card pushing.
Oh, no, my screen went a bit wonky there. So, what I'm thinking for here is to go for the cargo with a support, because then I can throw down a health pack in the path of the cargo. And
sounds like a smart idea.
Use what with. If I can use the. Yeah, the problem is that you need a lot of people to play this really, because the starting point being right in the most exposed area possible is a little bit unfortunate. Alright, I'm going to have to throw down my health pack a bit early, I think.
Well, if you're able to kill the entire enemy team early on, or at least kill Darren, then I think you should stand a good chance. Right now, Darren is the only one stopping you and your team.
Actually, as well, that's another thing that's kind of different, is that the... if I've not upgraded my heavy, is that we can now use commanders as part of this mode as well. And I think that
should surely be a good thing as well, because if you have that commander shield, dude.
Well, I pushed the cargo 6%. Yeah, like I could totally see like a phalanx kind of thing going on, where multiple commanders come in just to swarm the...
Yeah, like a Roman turtle strategy.
Yeah. Mago YouTube, we will be doing an Android tournament next weekend at 5 o'clock UK time, so don't worry. You guys will get a chance to take your place live on stream. Hopefully we'll have that server merge for too much longer as well. Yeah, this is tough. This is very tough. I think
I believe in you, Counterfeit. You can do it. Don't give up.
Ah! Where did they come from?
I said don't give up.
So the cargo does have a damage reduction aura around it, but it's actually trying to get to that aura is proving to be a lot.
Stop. Believe in counterfeit.
I'm gonna start following Ita-En around because Ita-En's the only one who can actually get anywhere.
Well, just kill Darren, man. Kill Darren. Then you should have everything under control.
Alright, I'm gonna switch to Assault so I can just start throwing grenades and try and... rather than trying to take the cargo myself, I'm just gonna try and contribute to the cargo being clear. Oh man, that was terrible. Well, Hero Gaming, Simon, I think our team is not working well together for sure.
That is certainly true. You guys are just all over the place.
Well, what I need to do is I need to follow Ita-En around, because Ita-En can actually kill people. And then if I just provide fire support for them, then I'm doing something useful. I don't think Ita-En is actually moving towards the cargo though, which is a bit of a problem. Yes. We made it a whole 6%.
Oh, 6.64%, dude.
Oh, well, I apologize.
Don't tear yourself down so much. You guys got it somewhere.
Well, okay, so we can still win as long as the cargo doesn't get
As they
to the
don't
first
they don't get 6.64%.
Well, actually, no, that's not true. That's not the case. They have to make sure they don't make it to the first checkpoint. Because the checkpoint, there's little arrows along the progress bar. You can't take things back further than that. But they can take it up to, you know, higher than us, as you can see they have. But as soon as it goes to that checkpoint, we've definitely lost, and... we've definitely lost.
Ding, 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 ding.
There we go. Well, that was short. Yeah, I think he needs... honestly, I think that's probably not not the best map for cargo.
Well, let's try with a different map then.
I might see if I can talk to the game community managers about seeing if we can, you know... I think there was some talk about getting maps which were more specialised, or at least a specialised version of a map for a particular mode. It's an end, yes! We didn't win the game! How does that happen? Appalling. Alright, let's go back for Team Deathmatch, since that was what was requested. Where shall we go, Doodless?
Rooftops. We don't play often enough on the rooftops.
Alrighty, there we go. Come and join us! But yes, Hero Gaming, Simon. Unfortunately, yeah, that is a bit of the problem with the cargo. I think that's why you need specialized maps, because I know certainly, you know, in the other games that use this game style, they have maps which are sort of built in such a way as to allow for the... Yeah, they have certain classes and things that allow for a defending a given position to be more practical. So like, like in Modern Combat Versus, there's a plus with the deployable shield and things like that, which tends to make it a little bit more possible to hold an area. Whereas the cargo has got a defensive, like, you know, damage reduction buff, or sort of aura. I don't think it's probably enough. I don't know. I think maybe if it was if maybe some extra thought was put into it to come up with some alternate things. Maybe when you're near the, rather than a damage reduction aura, maybe when you're near the cargo, you could have a deployable shield that anyone could activate that would have like a cooldown. That did nothing really big.
But in order for it to really work, you'd need like the deployable shield to actually be movable as well.
Well, it would be tied to the cargo.
Yeah,
so
I can see that working.
So you could basically make it like a bullet shield plus the explosive blocker, the currently existing things in the game as military support. Just make that a kind of a very time limited thing that people can be like, okay, we're gonna make a rush for it and then put down the shield straight away, or we're gonna put up the cargo shield once the commander shields go down and things like that. I don't know. Very good. It does look like people are probably more interested in team battles than cargos though. Sadly. Alright, let's get going. Oh, sorry, I think we might just kick someone out. You can still come and join in with the passkey ESL123. It's at N wants to go 5v5 because yes, I think some people's devices are having trouble with the 6v6. But I think we'll probably end up with that irrespective anyway. Hoorah! Let's get it on.
So kind of it, I don't think I've ever asked you this question before, but which dish is your favorite?
Sorry?
Which dish is your favorite?
Oh, right. Sorry, you really need to provide some context to what it is you're talking about.
No, it was just, yeah, it's out of nowhere, but it's a question I don't think I've ever asked you.
Nidus, you can still come and join in. Use that passkey ESL123. Oh, you have already, okay. I don't know. I think I'm still in the... I've started more recently after traveling to America, kind of become more interested in trying different stuff. I think it varies depending on, like, mood and things. Because I think different foods serve different purposes. As Issa N destroys everyone. We'll not watch Issa because we know that Issa's just going to kill the heck out of everyone. So let's check in with our new friend Boria, who I think is on a completely new account. So all credit to them for playing with absolutely no stuff. Hey TS1, welcome to the stream. We're just doing community games today because we weren't able to run our iOS Red tournament. For any of you guys who are iOS Red players, please do sign up for the next tournament, and we can make sure that we get a proper stream in with all sorts of ESL business as well. Boris got killed by someone with... I'm going to call them Boris because that's what sticks to my mind. Got killed by someone who then had 3 HP. Tough look, my guy. Tough look.
Well, it's nice to see everyone in the MC5 community have such a good time, and honestly it's nice to see that everyone in the MC5 community is so talented as well.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting to see some of the other players, like Co-Magnet using my favourite weapon, the Hauser. 10 and 5 so far. Let's have a look. So making use of the extra rate of fire core. That's interesting. I'll give that a try. I'm always on the lookout. Alexander, if you're having any problems with the game, technically speaking, unfortunately, we have no technical knowledge ourselves, but can certainly recommend you contact Gameloft support. That's support.gameloft.com. Link is in the chat, and they should be able to help you out with any kind of technical bits and pieces. As KO Magnet, we'll get another headshot through. And man, a team with Issa N and KO Magnet on is a team that's probably going to do pretty freaking well. Gen, though, over on the Blues, is doing pretty nicely for themselves. 12 and 6 so far. Will manage to catch the red team trying to get past their defences. And it won't go that well for them. Issa N, of course, will always be there, slaughtering absolutely everybody. Emily, 4 and 6.
Ooh, well, I think when you go up against someone like Issa N, you kind of just have to forfeit the game at the start. At least Issa N is just so good at MC5.
It is tough because the time to kill, the amount of time you will be in combat with Issa N is so very small because they'll just instantly kill you. But I think it can be tough because I think you're probably not learning to do too much when Issa N shoots you in the face. But I guess on the approach, which is probably don't approach Issa N from the front. Hey Lefafu, over on Twitch, good to see you. Alright, we've got one last game before we tie things up for today. Dealers, what's it gonna be?
Should it be Team Deathmatch again, since they want to play that?
I think that's fair.
Okay, well let's put a Team Deathmatch then on the streets. The streets is always a good way to round out things.
Needus wants more time on the stream. Well, I'll tell you what. If we fill up this entire game, assuming if we get it to 12 players, which certainly indicates there's more people who want to play, then we can do one more game afterwards. Dealers, will you be up for that if we fill up this game entirely?
Sure. Then we could do a capture the flag.
All right. Yes, capture the flag. So I think with all the game modes for MC5, I personally speaking, and I'm definitely not a developer and don't speak for them in any way, but I would love to see a specialized map for each mode, which kind of shows you the best possible version of that mode. because I think like Cargo there was like it was really not very well served by that map. I think if there was some more work put into it, I think it could be very rewarding. Alright, it's the end's last game. Deblex, you're going to just watch the stream. Alright, so as we said, if we can fill up this game entirely, we will do another game afterwards because the demand is there. If not, then this will be our last one for today. So, bring your friends. Hey, it's Goose. Wait, Goose isn't in the game, but still talking to us in the general chat. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Goose! You're goosing us out, man.
Where? I'm a goose. It's a lot like the baby one. Alright, I'll put one more invite and we'll get us started, of course. Hey, Toro Gaming, welcome to the stream. We're doing potentially our last game of the day. If we can fill it up to 12 players, we'll do one more. If not, then we'll call it a day here, because I think it sounds like some of you guys have had your fill for today of this continuous MC5 community games. Hero Gaming Simon, do we have a ghost of a chance? Let's find out as we head out to the streets. Community game, ESL 1, 2, 3, still 2 places left. If we fill them up, we go one more time afterwards. If not, that's it for now. This has been your iOS Red Community Replacement stream. So any of you iOS Red players, please do sign up for the next iOS Red tournament. We want to keep those weekly tournaments going, but we need you guys to do it. Let's get it on for potential last game of the day. Alright, dealers, who should we be keeping our eyes on in this game?
Let's take a look at Boria. I think Boria is playing on a new account, right? So I'd like to see if there's going to be some hero plays from Boria.
I mean, the tier 3 they've got there, I'm trying to remember the name of it, the something. The SM, it's kind of an SMG assault rifle. I think it's actually a pretty decent weapon. I like using it in the Battle Royale. Alexander Tolimov, yes, it does mean we're coming to the end of this community stream, so do get in here if you can. Oh, actually, we have filled up the game. We've officially got 12 players, so we will be doing one more game after this.
One more capture the flag as well.
Yeah. Well, that will be a long game.
That's one of my favorite game modes as well. So
is that because of your time in Team Fortress?
Nah, in Team Fortress we played capture points, so that reminds us more of. Actually, I don't think we have a capture points game mode in MC5, but it's probably it's close. We do?
Yeah, zones.
Oh wait, I don't think we've seen that before. Actually, I don't think I've seen it before.
It doesn't exactly get played very often, but it is there.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen it being played before.
We can give it a try. I mean, it doesn't tend to look dramatically different than a regular game, because I think a lot of time people don't really play around it. I think there might be another game that needs a bit more sort of design time on it, to kind of make it really stand out as a different game mode, because it really just looks like a regular team deathmatch that eventually one side or the other wins just by having the zones control. But we can give it a look and see if you haven't seen it before. Alright, so who have we got? So Darren and Issa N, of course, showing off. SVN. 8 and 3, not bad job with the Bramson. Yeah, man, it's interesting to see how the community plays games versus the ESL teams, because this one is getting done at super fast. People are just flinging themselves at each other.
Well, everyone is very blood hungry today. We have said that the best family kind of fit, they do shoot each other, so I think it's our own fault that everyone's so bloodthirsty today.
Yeah. Oh, 50 below. Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure why your loadouts don't load. Do remember you need to have tier 7 and below weapons, tier 3 and below armor in order to play. So what do you want for this last game? Should we go capture the flag or zones?
Let's go with zones then.
All right. What map do you think would be a good candidate?
Let's try. We need something that's that's not too big, but something that doesn't have multiple levels. So let's go to Scramble.
All right. ESL 123, our last game of the day. Alexander Solimov, so we're playing Modern Combat 5. So Modern Combat Versus is a different game made by a different game loft. So if there's anything, as much as we don't know too much about technical help for Modern Combat 5, we know, I'm afraid, even less about Modern Combat Versus. But we do share the same social channels, so I believe the game loft support will be able to help you out with both games. I'll just send the link again to the chat. And guys, if you haven't already, please do follow Modern Combat on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. It's basically just / Modern Combat wherever you go. If you've got other platforms you might have to watch on, then I'm sure they'll appreciate these streams generating some more follows and things. So, zone control. Sorry, I mislabeled it zones. I think I'm thinking of Unreal Tournament. But zone control, it's all about burning through your opponent's tickets. You can do that by killing them, or you can do that by controlling more zones than they do, which will start to eat away at their supply of tickets. And whichever team's tickets hits 0 first will lose the game.
So get in here, ladies and gentlemen. ESL 123, and the platform is iOS. You don't want to miss it.
Alright, so we're going to go do things Team Fight. Team of Fortress 2. Sorry, I guess that just shows how much I write things in my head, then say them. And I could get it wrong that way. Alright, let's get it started. So we've got 3 zones on Scramble. How does that compare to Team Fortress?
In Team Fortress, you have 5 zones.
Oh, interesting.
You have a middle, and then you have 2 closer to your base as well. And the closer you get to your base, the harder it gets for your opponents to capture them, because then they're so close to your base that you kind of like spawn immediately.
That makes sense.
But then again, I haven't played competitively in like 6-7 years now, so it might have changed.
Alright, so there's 1 zone controlled by each. As you can see, Zone A is right next to... we've got basically, yes, 1 zone next to each spawn. It looks like Boria is on the contested zone, which is around the back of the supply hangar. Boria? Oh, it's using a tier 4 shotgun. Nice. Well, so, let's see. So, sorry, I think I misremembered how this works. So, it's points going up rather than tickets going down, but it functionally is working the same kind of way.
Yes, I think in Battlefield, I think it's points going down. But I might be mistaken as well. It's been quite a long time since I've seen competitive Battlefield.
I think we're on like a. I think we're on like a 3-zone kind of arrangement here. And again, I think this would be actually, to be fair, this is actually generating some pretty awesome action, because in this one, because there's effectively really just 1 point, we're really just playing King of the Hill, which is a really good way to get people to fight a hell of a lot. I think maybe just having, like, yeah, so we have got Miss Bullet trying to sneak around and access, but so in this case here, we've got a game mode where there's I think it goes up to 100. Yes, it does. Where like point A and point C are uncapturable. They're too close to the spawn, so there's no way you could ever get them. So they may as well just not exist. But I think maybe in a mode where there were ones which, I think you're right that having 5 would work, because you'd have, presumably, in Team Fortress, did the spawns lead directly onto the capture points, or were they just near to them?
They were just near to them, like very, very near. But I think 3 in MC5 is probably fine, because the maps aren't that big and there's a lot of action all the time. So I think 3 is fine, though. With that being said, I do think that you could place them a bit further away from the spawns. So I think perhaps having perhaps instead of having A all the way over to the spawn, just put it like outside of the hangar, and the same goes with C, because no one is ever gonna go for A or C. It's just so close to the spawn. B should always be the one that should be contested at this point.
Well, I think B is a good equidistant point between the teams. I think maybe you could have a point on the opposite side on the right. And then maybe one where I think Boris has changed teams. Where SVN is right now. I think you could probably have another one here, just because they would all be separated by some amount of terrain from each other. Yeah, I don't know. I actually quite like this. I think it's a good exploratory thing. Again, we'll keep throwing us your ideas, guys. But that will be it for us today. Thank you guys so much again for joining us. This has been the replacement stream because we couldn't run at the iOS Red tournament today. If you'd like to see some more of my co-caster Deedless' stuff, the links are in the chat. And for myself as well, please do give Modern Combat a follow wherever it is you're watching from. We will be back next week. And here is the link to the schedule, which should hopefully be showing up in your local time. If it's not, then just log into the ESL site and it will show you all the games coming up. Lots of stuff next weekend. Our thanks to Hunter, our ESL admin, that we weren't able to run things today because of the lack of teams. Hunter was still there to help us out. Guys, it's been a pleasure to spend this time with you, and we'll hopefully see you again next week. Dealers, it's always, as always, been an honor and a pleasure, and we'll see you guys again soon.